sis, so today we're doing a technique called underpainting. Now this is a very lightweight makeup, so I'm starting off with moisturizer. I am taking my Clarins multi-active moisturizer. This is important so that you are moisturizing your skin before makeup. So next I'm going in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I've been loving this primer for summer. It's just very hydrating and it allows my makeup to really grip onto my skin. It just allows my makeup to really last longer. So I've been loving the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So we got primer out of the way. Next we're going in with some concealer. I am using the Fenty Bright Fix Under Eye Brightener. So I love this because it just conceals my dark under eyes. And I love that it has the roller applicator because at the same time I'm able to really massage and just kind of work the nerves underneath my eyes. So after I do that, I just like to go in with my blending brush. I like to use a brush so that I do get the most pigment out of my concealer, and I just use tapping motions to blend it in. So I do have a little spot there. I'm going to take the same concealer and just cover that up, but the goal is to use minimal product. So that is literally our first layer. So next we're going in with some concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this is a very bright concealer, and I want that because we are going to be using our foundation on top of this. And for my brush, because I've been asked a lot, this is the MIRABELLA Sculpting Concealer Brush. You guys like how it's pointed, and I love it too. I'm just able to really blend out my concealer right in the areas that I need it the most. So if you guys are wondering what brush it is the MIRABELLA Sculpting Concealer Brush. I'm not sure of a dupe, but if anyone finds one, please leave it in the comments below for anyone else to check out. But yeah, so you guys see I'm working in sections. I did apply underneath my eyes first, and then we're moving on to the nose. We're gonna move on to forehead, and just for the rest of my areas, I kind of just work in sections. So you guys are just seeing it for yourselves. Started with under eyes, did my nose, now my forehead, and then my cupid's bow, and so on and so forth. So I just like to work in sections where I can really take my time, and that is another thing, guys, time. Now this method, although it is a more lightweight method, it is a bit more time consuming in terms of doing your makeup. So if you do have the time but want a lightweight full face for the summer, this is your option. You just need to have time because the blending is the most important part. Alright, so next I did take my damp beauty sponge and blended out the edges of the concealer. Now this, I don't believe plays a big significant role, but I personally just like when the edges are just really blended out and everything just looks seamless. So now we're going in with the NYX Wonder Stick Duo. This is in the deep shade, and this is going to be our cream contour for the day. So you guys see I'm applying it in all of my contoured areas, and I love this stick because it's super easy to blend out, definitely beginner friendly as well. And I did take my spray. This is just a facial spray by Marcel, and that just allows me to really blend out my contour. So along with spraying my face, my sponge is damp as well. So when I tell you this is probably the fastest part of doing my makeup, just blending out my contour, because just allowing that moisture to help me really sped up the process of blending out my contour. Alright, so for blush, I went in with the Wonder Beauty Lip and Cheek Duo. Now this is a cream blush, and I just took the back of my beauty sponge and applied it to the apples of my cheeks. Now this gave me a nice flush of color, as you could see, and that is the goal. So you want to apply it right above your contour. Now, time for the fun part. So you guys see that I kind of sculpt out all of my areas. So we're gonna go in with some foundation. My favorite foundation is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I'm in the shade 24N, and you guys saw I applied it to the back of my hand. I'm only using one pump. and we're just gonna take a buffing brush and really just buff that all over. You're gonna see how that transforms the skin and just really brings everything together. So you don't want to swipe, you want to dab. And it kind of may look like I'm swiping it on my skin, but I'm really using a dabbing motion so that it can really blend but not mess up the areas I applied my concealer. So it's all about the technique. You guys see how that really brought everything together. So this is how the skin is looking. Now, of course, when we go in with concealer, cream products, liquid products, we need to go in with powder. So this is the Vasanti Lotus Brightening Powder. I'm just applying this in all of my highlighted areas just to set them in place. We don't want to be melting away our makeup this summer. We need it to stay put. So I just applied it in all of the highlighted areas and just set those areas in place. Alright, and now for my all over powder, I took the Kiss New York Matte Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Toffee. And I took a big fluffy brush. Now this is important because this will allow you to use a light amount of powder. It's not going to give you a cakey look. It's just really going to set everything else in place and just really give you that finished look. So I did finish up my makeup off camera. So this is the final look, guys. It's very quick, very easy, very lightweight summer full face. Let me know what you guys think below, and I'll see you guys in my next one.